Hey guys, how's it going? Jared here, Dex and Dice. Don't really have much to bitch about with this one. There's, there's shit to bitch about, obviously, but it's like par for the course bullshit. And look, there I go cussing within like the first 30 seconds, so we'll never be monetized. It's fine, I guess. Not really, but it's a thing. But wanted to do the video just to test out the new mic there. Sorry if that was a loud thud. um, because the echo with the last one, I just decided to say fuck it and get an actual microphone. Two, uh, just maybe a small update on like just what I'm thinking with the shop itself. We had the Fallout thing, and there was One Piece pre-release Saturday, well yesterday. Um, like the Fallout thing went pretty well. We had like 8 people to just do the commander deck thing, which was pretty cool. Um, the thing that I kind of wanted to get on with, just mentioning that, was A, thanks for showing the fuck up and doing stuff. I appreciate y'all greatly, and B, with the One Piece stuff. Um, as I said in the last video, I think I'm pretty much just gonna buy the sealed shit and maybe run the pre-release and a store tournament, and that's gonna be it. I don't think I'm gonna worry myself with trying to do singles with One Piece anymore. We've got some online, and they hardly ever move. Uh, and yes, I do update prices and stuff like once a week, maybe twice. So it's not like I just sit there and have that shit there. Um, and as far as like pricing goes, I'm just gonna match what TCG says. Like initially, I was trying to keep the booster boxes at that like 90 to 100 range, just to be fucking reasonable. But because I thought Bandai would get their heads out of their asses and fix the supply issue, it doesn't really look like that's going to be a thing, regardless of the reprint shit they were talking about. I got a hangnail or something, so I'm going to be flicking with this for a minute. Um, but yeah, the restock thing, I wouldn't hold my breath on that shit because we don't know how much it's going to be. For all we know, it's going to be another like same amount as the first initial wave was. So like, I can't put stock in that to give me a reason to try to continue to put any more effort than is necessary into One Piece than I need. Like, so there's that. Um, and the people who showed up for the pre-release didn't seem to have a problem with that either. So that was a plus. Because like I told them, after the pre-release, I was telling people who were calling like, yeah, I've got a few boxes, but I'm not going to sell anything until after the pre-release is done, just to make sure we had pricing and all that for the pre-release. So after the pre-release was done, we looked on TCG. The boxes were going for like 230, 237 or some shit, per box on there. So me and Thrillbo were like, the people who are here, they show up like that. Like whenever we do a pre-release, they're here. Um, Store championship is but they show up when we do a pre-release, which would be par for the course, I guess, for any shop around here. They probably bounce from shop to shop to do pre-releases, which is fine. People do that, no big deal. Main takeaway here is they show the fuck up. So we were like, fuck it, we'll sell them to you for 200 a box. And they were like, sold. So, like I said in the other video too, that might seem like I'm price gouging, but if I'm going to be an asshole either way for either charging well, less than what TCG is offering, but still a decent amount for a box. If I'm going to be an asshole for that, or be an asshole because I don't have product, I guess I'd rather be an asshole who sells the box at $200 versus just being the asshole that sells the box at a normal price and then loses the sale slash money anyways on the randos that walk in trying to find One Piece when I don't have any. So, it's like a fucking damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario. So I picked the one that is less destructive to us in the shop. Which, I mean, I guess somewhere out there on a long enough timeline, the wrong person comes in here and they might throw a hissy fit or some shit about price gouging or whatever. And my message to that person would be just eat a dick. Like, it is what it is, man. I'm still, like in this scenario, I'm selling it to you for like $30 or $37 less than what you would have bought it for on TCG. So, like, yeah, eat a dick. Don't be that guy. Um, with that approach, though, I think I might be taking that with universes as well. Just hold your titties there. The universes community is a lot more interactive. There's a lot more of you. You guys are here, so it's not like I'm gonna not carry your shit. What I mean about lumping you guys into that is that I think I'm no longer gonna take universes singles either. It's just strictly gonna be sealed, like I do with Pokemon now. It's just sealed shit. Um, More of a protection for the shop, really, because even though, yeah, some of that shit's expensive, as with most things in this industry as far as like buying singles goes and shit, yeah, I might buy it off of you for 20, $30 or whatever, and it be worth 60 or whatever the fuck it is, but I'm not guaranteed to move that the day after, 2 days after, a week after, or even a month after, I buy it off of you. So, like, I have that just sunk cost sitting in there just mocking me, to just kind of put it bluntly. Um, and you'll see your money back a lot quicker than I would on that one, just because I guess that's kind of the nature of the game there. But at the same time, as a lot of you know, which is why I don't have like a shit ton of back stock on stuff, I hate dead product. I fucking hate it. Used to be back in the day when running a shop like this, yeah, you would try to have some couple extra cases of X, Y, and Z just because, in the hopes of your shop making it the 30 years or whatever, so you could retire, you could dust off your alpha box of whatever the fuck and sell it for, 9 grand or some shit. That was basically your retirement plan, was hoarding shit like a dragon and then selling it whenever you're about to retire. So, that was a thing, and apparently people don't still understand that we're closed on Sundays, so I just had to wave someone away. Anyways, but so yeah, that's just one of my things about having excess product, with going off a tangent there. But I think with the universes, that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta figure something out with like the case and stuff like that now, because we got some singles in there, but like realistically, no one buys that shit. Uh, might just try to put everything I have online, because I've got some stuff on there, but it doesn't really move. Like Rochester, I think, has pretty much the lockdown on the universes singles and everything. Um, so like if there's like one big source to go to, most people are going to go to it, and yeah, that'll be that. Plus, it's a pain in the ass to list anything that's not like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Pokemon on TCG, because that's all TCG actually scans. So any TCG, any blah, blah, sorry, any card game past that, you literally have to go into that motherfucker and type it in, look it up, and manually add in those kinds of like those cards. So it's a huge pain in the ass, time sink that we just don't really see the return for the effort. So yeah, that'll be a thing. That's probably going to be a thing for Digimon too. There's not a whole lot of effort on plucking out the singles unless it's like a new release or whatever for Digimon. You know, we might crack a couple of boxes or some shit to put online because out of Digimon, One Piece, and Universes, Digimon is really the only one that has any kind of movement on the singles whatsoever. So that shows a better ROI for our effort, but I mean, it is what it is. Anything that shows any kind of ROI is fucking phenomenal in this little industry. As long if you're not again, if you're not moving like massive amounts of volume, I'm saying like we don't move massive amounts of volume. I don't sell through like 30 cases of whatever the fuck. We sell maybe, I don't know, 150 to 200 singles a week on TCG so far. That's like our little average. Um, I don't like doing sealed on TCG because it's a race to the fucking bottom. And like I said in another video or two, like, why the fuck would I want to sell a box for like 120 on TCG when it costs me 117 to get it, or 120 for that matter? After taxes and fees and all that shit, I'm losing money, so to hell with that. So yeah, with Digimon and Universes and One Piece, I think at least with One Piece and Universes, my bad, it's just going to be sealed only. Digimon's going to be the one on the cutting board for that one too. Just we'll have to see what goes on with a long enough timeline. Um, damn. Um, hope the microphone is working a little better than the webcam does. Let me know. Uh, yeah. Moving on to the next little bullet point, I think I'm going to try to invest a little bit more into, and bear with me here, into like GW and Warhammer. It's actually a nifty little hobby to have. I'm not going to get into it. I don't have the time, patience, energy. I can't paint worth fuck all. And honestly, I don't think my brain can take learning it. So I'll just throw that one out there. But yeah, I think we're going to turn our attention a little bit more to the 40k AOS aspect of life. Kill team is meh. There's an interesting kill team, but at the same time, there's not been a lot of people asking to for me to carry kill team stuff. There's been a few orders which I've ordered and delivered and all that, but mostly it's 40k and AOS. Go figure. So I'm gonna try to rack my brain on that one to see just what I can do to bring in a couple more people. Um, I got the signs everywhere for like if you don't see it, ask. I can order it. I just gotta drill that into people's minds too, because there's so many fucking armies and so many units per army that I wouldn't want to buy like 3 of everything that each army has to offer, because it just simply might not move. Um, and I know, put it online, which I tried, I did. Um, it just kind of was a pain in the ass with the current POS I have and trying to keep stuff up with like eBay and taking stuff off the inventory. Because had I done a little bit more research on my current POS, I would have realized that it's pretty much a fucking closed ecosystem. And there's only 1 or 2 apps that help sync inventory, and I'm not sold on them yet. I know that sounds like, well, it would make my life easier, but I don't really like the ins and outs of it. It seems like it would help. I just gotta delve a little bit deeper into that shit. Um, cause like in a nutshell, the apps are mainly made for like your POS to connect directly to like your personal website, not like not like TCG or eBay or anything like that. So it makes inventory being a pain in the ass, kind of like what we do currently with our TCG shit. Um, Everything that sells in the shop, we have to manually take off of our TCG website, and sometimes we fuck up, which go figure, we're human. Um, so yeah, that's a thing. That's something I'm looking into. Uh, that's one of the downfalls with the whole 40K shit, or just Warhammer in general. Though, is like once people have an army, that's it. There's no real like, you know, they release something every fucking 3 months that everyone just kind of has to buy because it's the new thing. You sink your initial three, four, $500 or whatever the hell it might be into your army, and you're pretty much fucking good until the next edition or until they do release like a new unit or something. And that's even saying the unit is something you want to use. So yeah, the pitfalls. Um, but you know, uh, what else? Oh yeah, just random squirrel shit. If you follow the Facebook page, you'll notice that I kind of fucked up with the Fallout Collector's Edition versus the Commander decks shit, where like every card that was going to be in the Commander stuff is in the Collector's Edition, that part's true. But there were a couple of reprints and stuff that were only in the collector's edition, like the little Fallout Boy versions of shit, like Ravages of War, Crucible of Worlds, Vandal Blast, Wasteland, and something else I think. But anyways, there's other shits in there too, but they're like the flashy versions of stuff, or like I said in the post, like it's they got the Ikoria treatment like the Godzilla cards did, where it's a fucking uh, mist crawler or whatever the hell it is. I forget what they're called in Fallout, but it's actually a vigor. Um, so there's a couple of things like that. But I left the post up. I didn't delete it because why the fuck would I do that? There's a big old edit thing in there and stuff too, to be like, hey, sorry, I was a dumbass. But I guess I just want to leave it up because it just makes the shop look normal, man. We fuck up, we make mistakes, we're human, shit happens. What do you want me to do about it? Best I can do is try to fix it, which I normally do, but I think leaving our blemishes out there just makes us look, I don't know, normal. So, you know, if you come to the shop, you know what the hell I'm talking about. We're pretty big on the whole. We're just we're people trying to do things, and that's it. You know. Um, I think that's a big thing that we really do pretty good here at the shop. I was watching OBS there because it fucking like paused, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm losing this," but not. Okay. Um. Anywho, again, I just wanted to basically check out this microphone, see how it worked, rattle on some squirrel shit. Waste you guys' time with a little maybe 20-minute video or something because why the hell not? I need to continue doing these videos and all. If you ever want to just come to the shop and talk to me about bullshit on a Sunday, like let me know. I can probably arrange that. Um, Even if it would only be like once or twice a month or whatever, it could be a little segment we do just for shits and giggles. So yeah, just throwing that one out there. Um, Past that, I'm gonna say one more time because I like it, and we will probably be doing Cards After Dark tomorrow. And I'm gonna go pick up my food after this because it's Sunday, and who the hell wants to cook on a Sunday? Otherwise, you guys have a good one. Be safe out there, and if I missed anything, I apologize. If you guys have anything to say, by all means, throw it down in the comments, or just ask me whenever you come around to the shop, because most of this is literally just for the locals at the moment. Most most times that's what it is. I do bitch and gripe about like market conditions and shit like that, but I just really, you can get that any fucking where. So if you come to this to get that, I appreciate that as well. But this is mainly just a unfiltered look inside the mind of a person who runs an LGS and has a squirrel for a brain and just does the best that he possibly can, and yeah, and just hopes it doesn't go under. So you guys have a good one. Be safe out there, and remember, life's not a dick. You don't have to take it so hard.